we first announced it, it was announced for Xbox 360 and PS3. But after we had begun development of Child of Eden, Microsoft did unveil the Kinect technology. And of course, with somebody like Tetsuya Mizuguchi, he's always looking at the new technologies and thinking, what can we do with this technology? How can we apply this to what we're working on? Or how can we design something specifically for this system? So, although Child of Eden wasn't designed specifically for Kinect, it does make, I think, the best possible use of Kinect, because in this game, what you're doing on screen is an extension of your hand. The shots that come out on screen, the lock-on shot, the tracer shot, everything is an extension of your hand, of your own body, so it's very natural feeling. You know, it's not like you're trying to hold a gun, but there's no gun. It's not like you're trying to drive a car, but there's no steering wheel. Here, it's just an extension of your hand, kind of like Spider-Man shooting his web. You know, it feels natural, like what you see happening on screen is a real extension of you. So in that way, Kinect was really made for Child of Eden, and Child of Eden was really made for Kinect. So I think it actually really worked well. If we were designing another type of game, it might not have worked so well. But it just so happened that the two technologies, the game and the hardware, really did match up very well. Well, it takes a lot of work. I mean, when we first started working on Child of Eden on the Kinect specific version, it wasn't easy. You know, like we had to learn things. We had to get used to the technology. Our programmers spent a lot of time trying to figure out how best to optimize the system. In the end, you know, ultimately what really helped us was when Microsoft's Kinect team, the guys who created the hardware, the guys who created the software, the guys who created the libraries, they came out to Tokyo to work with Q Entertainment specifically on this title for weeks. They visited us multiple times, and they were really a super big help in helping us make the game just really get to where it is now. You know, and back at Tokyo Game Show, it was still really rough. It was really early, but we have since worked with them so closely with the Kinect team that it's, you know, it is what it is. It works. It plays really smooth, and it's pretty much exactly what we wanted it to be. The music was all created by Tetsuya Mizuguchi's group, Genki Rockets, who they've released one album in Japan already. Their song Heavenly Star is known to most of the gaming community, so it's a very catchy, it's a very uplifting, it's a very positive type of club music, house music, electronic music. And so instead of taking the route that he took with Rez, which was to, you know, license a whole bunch of like hardcore progressive techno, you know, trance tracks, he wanted to go for something that was a little bit lighter, a little bit more uplifting in its atmospherics. And so he decided to make all the music himself, which has benefited Child of Eden because now he's been able to write songs specifically to match the atmosphere of a particular stage. And so it's worked out really well. And this is a really personal project for Ms. So, you know, what he's been able to do is he's been able to have his hand in every aspect of the production, the music, the visuals, the game mechanics, you know, everything is a part of him. This is like the ultimate Mizuguchi game. The concept behind Child of Eden's visuals is the key words are techno-organic. You know, he wanted to come up with something that was, you know, had a technological edge that really showed off the power of the current gen systems. You know, and the high definition graphics, the surround sound. But he also wanted it to have a kind of warmth. That's why you'll see a lot of organic style creatures. You'll see plant type enemies. You'll see enemies modeled off of like octopuses and fish. You'll see, you know, lots of really weird, interesting creatures that you wouldn't ordinarily see in your average shooter. So, you know, it's technology blended with organic nature, and that's probably the best way I can describe it. The two words that we're using to describe the Child of Eden experience are hope and happiness. You know, we want people to feel a sense of hope as you progress through the levels, as you purify every archive, you know, we want people to feel hope, and the way that kind of the story arc flows, it doesn't hit you over the head with cutscenes and text and dialogue, but what we're doing, we're trying to impart kind of the feeling, so when you're done playing, you have an emotional reaction. You feel like, wow, I just had a beautiful experience, and hopefully you feel 20%, 30%, 40% happier than when you started playing the game. You know, we want you to finish the game, and we want you to feel really, really good about the experience you just had, and we want you to go back and play it again and feel even better the next time, and to look and see things that you didn't notice that time. You know, it's a great game to play, and it's also a great game to watch. So